Quality talk.
Intelligent conversations.
Always interesting.
So engaging.
Sometimes even mind-boggling.
Nigeria info. Ask everyone. Anyone. .3 Nigeria info, the sunny side. So anybody know exactly what features, and I think you're not new to this game anymore, and it's hardly even a game. It is a shared display of spirit, of passion, of potential, of youth, of vigor, of capability, of intellection, of will, of drive, of what can be futuristic, of what is possible, of a desire to be capable of not just the ability to write, but the power and the force of speech. It is incredible what comes out of these young, brilliant minds on I Beg to Differ. And even though Principal Vaughn is one huge spotlight on that table, I mean, we can talk about Principal Vaughn, but I would love to accept all her admirers just spring out of the darkness. Do you want a Ferrari? So we can split this crowd into four now.
I want a house, Joyce.
All right, good. If you have your house for Principal Vaughn, otherwise just thank God.
I want property.
Because if I say let's speak about Principal Vaughn and I Beg to Differ, all the lovers just say, yeah, I like her. What's her Instagram? What's her number? Nah, we don't want that. Well, I don't want it because imagine how do you deal with men that like you?
I'm removed. I'm indifferent.
Poor thing.
I'm indifferent, Joyce. It's like the sun shining any other day. So it's nothing new or unique.
Okay, I beg to differ. The sun shining on the sunny side has got to be specifically different from when y'all tell her what does she want so you can take her out for lunch. Okay, so she's one feature and the children are another feature, and I really do appreciate that. You know what crossed my mind over the weekend?
What?
I was watching a number of the clips and I beg to differ, and I said, and then I saw a clip where you were trying to correct pronunciations, and I thought, imagine coming through this phase in your life only to have a governor who doesn't know how to pronounce figures or who doesn't know how to read. Imagine being forced to come through a certain level of personal, psychological, mental, social refinement. Imagine the standard your family holds you to. Imagine the standard Nigeria Info and I Beg to Differ holds you to. They score you down, score you low on very, very, I would say inconsequential, but it's a debate. So the seeming inconsequential is rather consequential because that's how you end a point, right? So there's that. And then there is the fact that you also hold yourself to a certain regard.
Yes.
Only to come through life and you're 35. And the person that just won the election, they're looking for his wife. There was a time, I don't know how accurate that is. I mean, it was funny when they said that former President Buhari, the results her provided was electricity bill. I don't know who came up with that jargon, but it was absolutely hilarious.
It was incredible. Incredulous.
That wasn't his electricity bill. And I thought, what idiot comes up with that? But I wish that there was a society that has a sort of continuation where children, where the Nigerian can come through a phase of you not only come through refinement, but that society needs you so desperately that society carves out a system where your refinement, your area of specialty, your forte, your intellect, your wisdom, your passion, the character that has been built in you, or the virtue that's subsumed in the fact that it's not just your parents, but your faith and society has been able to cultivate inside of you. That there is a stage in society where that becomes fundamental utility, not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of society.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it starts at home. It really starts at home, Joyce.
That's what that's exactly. It starts at home.
It starts
You
at
go
home.
through home. Your home brings you to I beg to differ. You get on I beg to differ. You do all of that. Then you're 30, and then the governor can't read what's on paper. What do you mean it starts from home? Why are you not picking up what I'm putting down? Well, sorry, I didn't mean to disappoint you. It's my whole weekend was disappointing, but yeah, I guess this is a good start.
Oh no, Joyce. I get it, but it's exhausting, you know. It's exhausting when we think about how this country continually fails the younger generation. We talked about WAEC last week, Joyce, and all the drama that ensued.
Oh, yeah.
You know. And then we talked about what happened to that young lady.
Which one I'm going to talk about today, by the way.
Who has been dubbed Kwam 2.
We're going to talk about that today.
So there's just so much happening. And what you can do, or at least hope to do, is stand out nonetheless. You know, in everything you do, just make sure that you're at least holding yourself to you don't stop holding yourself to that standard. Because, Joyce, we live in a mediocre society. Everywhere you turn, nobody cares about doing beyond the bare minimum. And so when you do beyond the bare minimum, you stand out.
Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria Info. The sun rises here. That was a solid introduction to I Beg to Differ.
Absolutely.
The joy and the seeming disappointment somewhere at the pits of my belly, because I'm looking at this brilliance and I'm thinking, if only Nigeria would allow Nigerians to shine. Just if only there was if only there was the atmosphere where the breath and the will to excel was standard. I Beg to Differ continues this week. So Principal Vaughn is going to tell us who's featuring and what they're. So wait, today 3 o'clock or 4?
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
All right, good. Tell us what's coming.
First of all, 3 hot topics are up for debate today. The first topic is the Nigerian academic curriculum is adequately preparing students for the future. Majesty Joseph will say yes or no. Chikwere Masi Ruth will say yes or no, depending on the side they both pick.
Oh, wait, you kind of roll a dice and then they just...
Yes, then they pick.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait, and you don't even know what part they pick?
We don't know.
So, wait. That's not... Wait.
No, they have their sides already.
Okay, good.
But they will remind us today because they picked their sides last week.
Because I'm about to put up a fight. Like, you set them up like that?
Anyway, at 4 p.m., the topic is parents who push their children into sports careers are exploiting them. Olajolo Akiloluwa and Abu Francis Helen will debate that topic. Joyce, that's an interesting topic because every parent now wants their kids to be footballers, especially with the WAFCON drama and how the president doled out $100,000 each.
No, I think it's worse than that. I mean, I think that's what's on the surface. I think beneath the surface is that there is no pursuit of passion in this country. There's hardly the pursuit of passion. It's more survival.
Right.
How we're going to make money. And so it's like a person born with gifts. Imagine a person born with the natural capability to do something in a particular area in a society where they are able to do what they love because of the inherent nature to be that thing. And then imagine them ignoring that thing for something that is bread and meat, because that's what has become virtue. That's
Right.
now the pursuit. That's the goal. Everything else has been discarded. I'm drawn deeper into the sorrow of the awareness that we're losing in more ways than one.
Oh,
And so, yeah,
Joyce.
you have a point when you say it's a very important topic. I totally disagree. I totally agree, rather. I agree with that. But beneath that is the immeasurable, unquantifiable loss of talents not being utilized, persons not being utilized in areas where they have a special gift. And there's something about a person being good at something.
Yes.
It is not just that they build something. It is that what is built is a legacy where it's not just their children that benefit. Community benefits, society benefits, and God knows what potential is. If one person who was so good at something builds something where other people who like that kind of thing
Absolutely.
find a place to go and plug in their passions.
Right, Joyce. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, well.
I mean, in a country that works, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because we look around, there are many people like us who have been forced into survival mode, who are just surviving. They've got a passion for something else, but they have to survive, Joyce.
you know what's beautiful about the children on I Beg to Differ? So when they come on here today, they would bleed their hearts out
Right.
for the finest arguments. Only to go to no electricity, go to okay.
Joyce, the more we think about that, the more aggravated we become.
Only to look at this country and you hope and you dream, and everybody around you reminds you to be hopeful, and then maybe you're gonna meet a 35-year-old someday or 40-year-old, and then they're gonna tell you about the Nigerian dream. Actually, that's never been a dream.
Speaking of dreams, Joyce, the third topic today is Nigeria's problems are caused more by bad leadership than by corruption.
Lagos, Nigeria. You don't have any other appointment.
No other
What
appointment.
time is that?
That's for 5 p.m.
So so run it by us again. There's 3 to 4.
Yes, 3 to 4. The Nigerian academic curriculum is adequately preparing students for the future.
Okay.
Then 4 to 5. Parents who push their children into sports careers are exploiting them. And 5 to 6.
Ooh.
Nigeria's problems are caused more by bad leadership than by
It is
corruption.
packed.
Packed to the teeth, Joyce.
Well, Lagos, I don't know what you have scheduled today. You go with your radio, download our app. Don't miss it. I want you to once again relieve I think that's one way you can relieve a dream of what it could have been.
Right.
You maybe it will give you a reason to fight. I think that I've noticed that. Well, there are a few people still fighting. There's still a few people with a drive, with the faith that Nigeria can be something. So they wake
Right.
up every day, they're fighting a cause. So maybe what this young people remind us of is that if we fail in our stead today, then they automatically fail. It
Yes.
would be a work of miracle if they don't.
Right.
Because when you think about it, a hierarchy, depending on how the hierarchy is laid, you have a functional system that supplies itself, or you have a system that is perpetually fractured or broken. It's really just how the world is built. And what's the parable? The seed planted on rocks dies, or it's just that. It's not.
that.
I don't have to be pessimistic to
Right.
state what the obvious is, and maybe they remind us that there's something to live for.
Yes.
And living means to fight for something, to believe in something, and to stand by what you believe. That it's not the failure of today, but maybe what we strive to become. Because maybe we can forgive the failures of your yesterday, but the bigger question is, you have a chance today. What are you
What are you
striving
doing
to
with
become
that?
tomorrow?
Right.
So if you and I are not striving to be anything tomorrow, then may the God of those kids judge us for failing.
Right.
Anybody's gonna say amen in this
Amen
church?
to that.
All right.
Hallelujah.
I beg to differ. At 3 p.m. on Nigeria Info, you come, you'll listen to Dreams Speak, You listen to Heart's debate. You listen to the non-contentious battle of warring minds for what is possible when it comes to arguments, but maybe what is even possible when it comes to the future of this nation and of us as a people. I'm listening from Kaduna. Hello, and yeah, Nigerians listening from everywhere. We love you and we appreciate your commitment to Nigeria Info listening, and we are hoping and believing that there is something about us that never leaves you, the same way there is something about you that never leaves us. Principal Vaughn, thank you.
Thank you, Joyce.
Oh, and by the way, she's diction coach on I Beg to Differ.
Right.
If you miss a sentence, just roll your eyes because like what does she mean? we're trying to make money out here. It's a battle out here. So yeah, sometimes our sentences are a little skewed, but
Right.
Principal Vaughn on I Beg to Differ. Enjoy it. Enjoy Principal Vaughn. Maybe you know what's funny?
What?
I think there are a number of phrases that people have been using wrong, and the slight embarrassment when you come along
Right.
and you adjust it. Honey, I'm trying to make money, okay?
I get
I've had a bad weekend. Leave me alone. We're off on a break. We'll be right back.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every yard and there, we will hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Just for one common people, people who don't have no money. You're supposed to plan it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you. Both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
What makes radio the place to be? Well, that's because we start from here.
This is a compound, not 1, 2, or 3, that somebody will come and say, I'm the only one coming in another 1 or 2 months. You will see that place is like a market. Yeah, from 1 person to 2 to 3 to 4, you don't even know those who are living in that kind of compound. You cannot say, where do you work? Don't worry, I'll tell you.
Over here.
I married my wife when she was very young, and now we have 4 children, and 2 has finished university. She now hate me so much that I've been cheating on her. I'm not happy with the marriage again. I don't still love her, but the way she treats me is the way I don't like it, because she insults me, she brings me to nothing, even in the front of my children.
And time brings us here.
People don't want to see what this government has done, and it's left for them. They want to be picking money on the street. They want government to be dashing money. Government is not Father Christmas. Government will really create the neighborhood.
No, but the people, I don't think that's what the people want, to be honest. They don't want the government dashing them money. They want something that looks like a fair standard of living. Fair, like just good enough to be called a way to live. My work's done. The sun sets here. Mondays through Thursdays on your number 1 station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Activate. Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
You've tried calling in, you've sent messages, you have had opinion, concerns, brilliant ideas. There's so much you've wanted to say, but time always runs out. The lines are always busy, the show keeps going, and your voice eventually doesn't get heard. But now, that changes. Now you have a chance to speak your truth, to express your views, to raise your voice where it truly matters. Introducing Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is your platform, a space for real Nigerians to say what is on their minds. No interruptions, no time limits on the phone, and of course, you get to have your voice heard. Just you, your voice, your truth. Here's what to do. Record a short video of yourself, just 30 seconds or less, sharing your opinion on any given issue that concerns you. It could be about government, society, your community, fuel prices, insecurity, unemployment, healthcare, power, education, whatever you feel the need to be addressed. To record this video, make sure you are in a quiet place so we can hear you loud and clear. Then post your video on social media with the hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. That is hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. Let your voice be heard. Be bold, be honest, be real. Because on a Voice of the People, everyone is listening. Nigeria is listening, and your voice could be the one that could spark change. Voice of the People. Every voice counts. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, so today, giving what is let me warn you. You know you're framed like an entire gate. So when you come in, I see you. Then you now hurriedly remind me, relax. Don't be in a hurry. Okay? You can handle that? No? You can. I didn't ask you to speak. Can you handle that?
I can.
Okay, good. Lagos. Today on the show, you know that lady who's with Ibom Air? By the way, there's another video, and I need to play the video. The reason I need to play the video is because it speaks to something. The nature of the way we unwittingly layer out social behaviors. And I can understand to permit Kwamwan to forgive him of his errors. Well, on the other side, the lady, we cannot quite say that she is forgiven because much was done to her that needs to be both reevaluated. And I would even say a public apology needs to be given to her, which I haven't seen yet. But there's another video of a Nigerian who had a similar conflict, and the narrative emerging from that video is referencing Kwam 1 and Kwam 2. And I know that there are a few Nigerians who tend to be, who will exploit a situation. So even though I've had a few callers call the radio station and jokingly said something like, I'll go block a flight, I'll go stand in front of an aircraft that's about to take off because, hey, after the whole shout, I may just be awarded something in honor of my not so sensible behavior. And I think the reason that's necessary is to show what can become of a system where there is no accountability. It honestly, I would like to add, gives everyone a reckless choice to be as they can, particularly if you have power. Unfortunately, the story of the lady is not one of power. It's one of what I may consider, it's about time. It's 1 p.m. Lagos. We have the updates scheduled. After that, the conversation continues.
Stay one step ahead with Nigeria Info.
From the biggest stories,
Trends and conversations.
let's talk
Only
on Nigeria Info.
it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria and Brazil are getting closer to direct flights. Both countries are finalizing an aviation deal that will make it easier to travel between Africa and South America. According to Special Advisor in Foreign Direct Investments, Obafemi Bajomo, the agreements will be signed during President Tinubu's state visits to Brasilia on the 24th of August. The deal could see Nigerian Airlines operate 4 to 5 weekly flights, boosting trade, tourism, and cultural ties. Meanwhile, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu says Nigeria has arrested top leaders of Ansaru, the terrorist group linked to kidnappings and deadly attacks. He confirmed the suspects were captured between May and July in major counter-terrorism operations. The NSA calls it one of the country's biggest security breakthroughs. And the Lagos State Ferry Services says it has moved more than 2.5 million passengers in the last 5 years. The managing director, Abdulbak Balogun, rolled out the numbers at the agency's 2025 Strategic Management Retreat. Since its relaunch in 2020, LAC Ferry has completed over 27,000 trips, covered more than 745,000 kilometers on water, and even ferried almost 1 million trucks with multi-purpose barges. Backed by Governor Sanwo-Olu, the fleet has grown steadily, creating over 300 jobs along the way. And this is just the beginning. LAC Ferry says it's going digital, opening new routes and switching to greener boats powered by CNG and electricity. And if you drive through Lagos, get ready for diversions. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority says the Ogudu-Ifako Bridge will undergo repairs starting on Tuesday, the 19th of August until the 1st of October. LASMA boss Bakarioki advises island-bound motorists to use the Ojota Slip Road as an alternative. He also assures that officers and tow trucks will be on the ground to ease traffic, but motorists are urged to cooperate. And that's all the updates we have for you at this time. It is back to the sunny side with Joyce right here at 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Archival. Thank you for your time.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every lad and there, we will hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Just for one common people, people wouldn't have no money. You're supposed to find it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you. Both the rich and the poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Women gather here. This one is for you. Whether you are married, single, or starting small, or dreaming big for that matter, this event is for you. The Women Empowerment and Entrepreneurship Training Program 2025 is tagged RISE, R-I-S-E. Come and learn from real women doing big things. And of course, we have topics and facilitators going thus. Savings culture will be facilitated by the group head for women banking at Access Bank, Nene Kunle O. Importance of good mental health. This one will be facilitated by the CEO of the Thrive Network, Obi Olama Nadi. And of course, the skill acquisition facilitator is the Guinness World Record holder herself, Okafor Chidema. Self-worth will be facilitated by Oga Madam of Wazobia FM, Cheche Smith. Now, this event will be moderated by Adako Benjamin, aka Adadundum. The date is August the 30th. Venue, the Father Trout Hall inside St. Michael's Catholic Church, K2. The time is the time exactly is going to be 9 a.m. sharp. Come for a full day of skill training, panel talks, mentorship, networking, everything you need to turn your ideas into income. This event is brought to you by Solutions Health Foods and hosted by Wazobia's own female Alaji Sosorobia. It's proudly supported by Access Bank and of course Innovation Textile and Yeye Wool. The media partners here are Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info. You don't want to miss it. For more information and inquiries, you can call 0708 853 2386 or email Susorobia at That is Soso at sosorobia01@gmail.com.
Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, so I want to play you the audio that I was referencing earlier on. 6 minutes past 1 p.m. You're on the sunny side. I hope you had a very beautiful weekend. I truly hope you did. So I'm following through I guess maybe this is maybe this brings us a sense of closure on the matter. Whether we're satisfied with the outcomes is something I guess we would have to determine for ourselves. The conversation that reveals how we judge the situation as Nigerians. And I'm referencing what has been now comically tagged Quam 1, Quam 2 incidents that has happened the last few weeks. I think it must have been Wednesday last week or Thursday. The Minister of Aviation put out a tweet that I wasn't sure how exactly to extract judgments from the message. So I'm just going to attempt to read an aspect of the message because it's on X. He says, and I quote, "For further clarification, it's common practice all over the world that a repentant offender is made to preach publicly against the exact conduct from which he has repented. It is akin to community service. It is not paid for, and it is voluntary service. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, some would assume that once you hear the word ambassador, it is a big position that comes with perquisites office. The perquisites of office. No, it's not. And let's see, it is not. It is for free. It is not the first time it's happening in Nigeria, and it will not be the last." And then he says, "Examples abound of such roles given to repentant persons by previous governments in Nigeria." He didn't quite state what he was trying to reference in his write-up, like the examples that may compare to the very actions that he was trying to capture here that are similar to what is now the unraveling of the situation we've been following now for over a week. He says, and I quote, "Whilst aviation agencies are considering using Quam 1 for such a role, in my discussion last night with the airline operators of Nigeria, they are also looking at the option of using Miss Comfort Emerson, who has also shown remorse as their ambassador for good passenger conduct. It is left now for the AON to work out those details, since she has been actually released from prison custody today based on earlier statements. So whilst the usual suspects can continue to question our decisions on this issue, we firmly believe we have been fair to all." End quote. Okay, so ambassadorship is not, this particular ambassadorship doesn't come with the perquisites of office. I guess what we are looking at here, according to what he wants us to interpret, of which he doesn't quite use the term exactly, would be community service. But he doesn't call it community service. I guess I'll never know why. But here's a video I came by, and it's really worth your impute, because I think maybe whatever happens in society today is all the making of our hands, and if we're not going to do anything differently, maybe there are no grounds for which the outcomes should be different. So hear this for yourself.
Someone informed me that a similar incident to that happened in Ibom happened with Enugu. A guy entered the plane, he was asked to switch off his phone, and this gentleman, not so gentleman anyway, refused to switch it off. And when the air hostess approached them, these air hostess have become very careful because of the way Nigerians treated the last air hostess. When they tried to persuade him to switch off his phone and he didn't, the air hostess left him alone, went to report to the pilot. And the pilot announced to the general passengers in the flight that the particular individual is refusing to switch off his phone. And if he doesn't switch off his phone, the pilot was not going to take off, was not going to go on that journey. And the fellow passenger now had to prevail on a fellow passenger to switch off his phone on Enugu Air. I do not have the details yet. I have not confirmed it yet. I have seen one credible report, but I need maybe one or two more credible reports to confirm it. But if this is true, we can already see the effect of the anyhowness that we have entrenched with that Ibom hair girl. I see men online worshipping mammary glands as if they were not breastfed by their parents. If you do not have any woman in your life who is showing you breast, your parents, did they not breastfeed you? That you will see wrong, you are calling it right? Like I said, we have all condemned that hair hostess from hell, not the one that the girl was slapping. There's another hair hostess from hell that pulled her shirt to reveal her nudity. I condemn it. I have sisters. I have mother. I don't have mother. But I have women in my life. I value women. I cherish women. In fact, I am a male feminist, if you like. But me, I don't have appetite for bad behavior. So now we have entrenched. In fact, they said that the guy said that if they don't leave him alone, what happened in Ibom hair will repeat itself in that airline, in Enugu hair. Please, if you were in that flight or if you have any information about that thing, let me know. I want to get details of it so that we see how much we are creating problems for ourselves. We see how we are creating new problems for ourselves every day. The government is already hopeless.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. I've been waiting for the Miss Emerson to put out a statement herself. I was hoping that her lawyers would have done that instead, but she put out a statement about 15 hours ago. And basically the summary is that she's living it to God. She says that the narratives in many quarters have been misrepresented. She says that some of the narratives being pushed are false, maybe at best incorrect. Some represented and claimed my suffering was political. She says it's also false. Pardon me, I had to take that in for a moment. You know, I wonder whether there is anything about Nigeria where there maybe in the name of good conscience and just by virtue of wanting to be humans of virtue, that we do not reduce wrong to political correctness. I think we even do something worse. We even accuse, for example, victims of being sponsored by political opponents. It's almost as though there is no soul in us anymore. And so the capacity to be humans worthy of honor, God's mercies, it's lost on us at this point. The blind say that they were on a protest. They called Nigeria Info. The following day, or 2 days later, I was told that they were called by the DSS and that what they were told is that they could have been sponsored by a political opponent. In my head, I'm thinking, okay. So I guess what is secondary in this regard would be the reason for which they hit the streets. If we're going to just slap on anyone the accusation that their grievance may truly be irrelevant, and the only reason they are claiming that grievance is because someone is politically pushing them. What if we fixed their problem so as to disarm the political argument? Is this a case of, well, we fixed their problem and here we're realizing that they're creating more problems, so maybe this is political, as against we do this thing where we heartlessly, soullessly, rootlessly deny the actual problem just so that we can give the dog a bad name so we can hang it. Okay, so the lady says that she has, and I'm going back to the message. She says, the lady says that she has been accused, or she's been told that her suffering is politically motivated. She says, I've received constant victimization and libel on my name and sanity as a human and as a woman. Today, I leave the story between me and this lady, the air hostess, to God, and he will judge us both accordingly. I've seen this story all my life. I've seen this thing where something happens to someone who feels victimized and their only recourse is to leave it to God. And I think that we do not properly evaluate what that does to us socially. We do not account for how that may affect society in a far more broader scale, where we're not seen to give to him who may be disadvantaged in a situation what is fair and duly theirs. I'm honestly wondering, are we politicizing everything? Do we have more regard for some, less regard for others? So it's not so obvious that. And you know what's funny is, like, the audio I just played, you can hear another Nigerian decide, oh well, don't speak to me about turning off my phone, because what happened on Ibom Air is about to repeat itself if you speak to me. I'm going to open up the telephone lines because this is your labor. This is something you have to labor at. I want to see whether there's anything of necessity here to share from the lady's excerpt. I'm taking messages from the lady, the Ibom Air saga, Miss Comfort, and something else she had mentioned is, she says that it's a lesson and a turning point for me as a woman and a human being, as I've been well aware and tutored that I am not entirely free from blame. Also, she says, whether this is intentional blame or accidental, whatever reaction after I was dragged down from the plane came from a place of pain. And then she speaks about what must have happened to her that revealed her nakedness, which pretty much has had the public speaking. And she says that reaction was because she was hurt by what was done to her by the airline crew or airport security. And she says, these statements are not to relinquish or uphold my bad or irresponsible behavior. I would never lay hands on someone old enough to be my mother if she didn't assault me first. It's all in the past now. I wish everyone involved the best of luck. I want to end there. A few days ago, I saw on television, I must name them, I think it's on... I saw, I think this is Channels. Okay, I think it was a guest on Channels Television or TVC. I can't quite remember now. And the guest was on the same flight and gave an account of what happened. I want to play an excerpt from his interview just so that I can allow for you to have just enough confectionery of moving points with which you can formulate a theory.
While she was 14C on the aisle, so we're right next to each other, and it was a small plane. So I think the distance between us was no more than 2 feet. Yeah, so I heard everything, I saw all that transpired, and yes, she was triggered. Even though the lady, the air hostess, the second air hostess who was speaking to her, was directing all her instructions to her, just me sitting down there, I actually felt humiliated myself, just looking at the way the lady was being spoken to. To be fair, Ibom Air instructed very clearly. The first air hostess that came instructed very clearly, no airplane mode, switch off your phone. After takeoff, then you can put on and put flight mode. So it was very clear. The first air hostess addressed us on the emergency exit road protocols. After she did that, she spoke to Miss Emerson and said, please switch off your phone. She told her twice, and then this first air hostess left to continue her duties. The second air hostess, who is the one blocking exactly who is being shown now, that second air hostess now came towards us in the emergency exit and stood, even from her posture, see that she came for trouble, and Miss Emerson had been fiddling with her phone. I noticed she was trying to do some stuff, I don't know. And so she told her again, switch off your phone, switch off your phone. And Miss Emerson said clearly to her, I heard it. She said, please, the buttons on my phone for switch off are not working. They are not working, so I don't know how to switch it off. And the woman said, no, switch off your phone. So that back and forth went on. So at a point, that's the second air hostess said, look, you're even using an iPhone. So you don't need a button to switch it off. So the lady said, okay, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me? And she said, I'm not touching your phone. I'm not touching your phone. Just switch it off. She said, I don't know what to do. So the lady now said, okay, go to settings. And when you go to settings, go to general. So the girl was holding and I said, see, please, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't read. I don't know what you're saying, where I should go to. The woman, the second air hostess now told her, I don't have time for your nonsense. Please just switch it up. She said, I don't, okay. Mr. Martin now asked, okay, can you spell the general? So the air hostess started actually saying G, okay, G, then E. So that was the point that the gentleman on my left and I said, come on, what's going on? You know, calm, don't speak to her like this. Let's, you know, the second air hostess did not even acknowledge her. She didn't even to my side to even see that someone was speaking. So at that point, I asked the gentleman to arrive. I said, please, can you just help this lady? You know, I don't use an iPhone. I've never used an iPhone, so I'm not too familiar with settings and all of that. So the gentleman to arrive now took the phone and started trying to sort it out. So when that was going on, Miss Emerson started talking to the second air hostess. I said, why are you embarrassing her like this? Why? I mean, why? And then the air hostess told her, you better keep quiet now. If you say another word, I will deal with you. That was when Miss Emerson flared up and started cursing. I cannot say the things that she was actually saying because the language was very flowery and X-rated, I can't say. So that was when this second air hostess said, okay, you will see. And then she left and went towards the front of the airplane. She never came back. At least I don't recollect her coming back through the aisle throughout the flight. So that is exactly what transpired. So after that happened, the gentleman to the right switched off the phone or whatever it was he did. And a couple of passengers tried to say, switch off your phone, don't risk our lives, blah, blah, blah. And then we told them, no, that's not what happened. She never said she wasn't going to switch off her phone. She was trying to switch off her phone. She said she had issues switching it off. And so the passengers calmed down and we took off. So that is what happened.
I want to leave it there because I think we can pick it up from here. Now, this is the third account that I've heard so far since this story started to move in a very fluid manner that has blamed the approach of the air hostess of Ibom Air in the way she spoke to Miss Emerson. And from every account so far stated, the airline staff did violate, in some sense, harass the passenger. And you can go read the other accounts. In fact, the gentleman whose audio you have just heard pretty much tried to describe at the beginning of the video the sitting position. So he was really, really close to her and heard the conversation. And much of the interview is based off of the conversation that he heard. And it wasn't that Miss Emerson deliberately refused to turn off her phone. It was that she didn't know how to use the phone enough to switch it off. And so she was trying to explain. And then she was spoken to rudely by the air hostess. Okay. And then, of course, you heard the video, which I played a few moments ago, of another incident that has I guess it's fresh because we're still trying to comb through the details of what may have happened with Enugu Air. I haven't found the official statement yet, but at least from much that has emerged from that aspect of storytelling, it looks as though maybe another Nigerian has found reason to be uncouth, unruly, because he feels, well, nothing came to the benefit of Miss Emerson, so there isn't any justification on his part to be a sensible or more, say, civil Nigerian in public. It leaves us with how society is layered in the sense of what behavior should be, how Nigerians may or may not take advantages of situation, the role government plays, and what the issues in society truly is. We are going to go off on a very short break. When we come back, you have my numbers. We're talking.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power, our offices need power, our public buildings need power, our lives and activities need power, and of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our office at the Seco Mall, 5th Roundabout, Lekki Epe Expressway, Jakonde, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com, or you can call us on 0906 331 5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
You've tried calling in, you've sent messages, you have had opinion, concerns, brilliant ideas. There's so much you've wanted to say, but time always runs out. The lines are always busy, the show keeps going, and your voice eventually doesn't get heard. But now, that changes. Now you have a chance to speak your truth, to express your views, to raise your voice where it truly matters. Introducing Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is your platform, a space for real Nigerians to say what is on their minds. No interruptions, no time limits on the phone, and of course, you get to have your voice heard. Just you, your voice, your truth. Here's what to do. Record a short video of yourself, just 30 seconds or less, sharing your opinion on any given issue that concerns you. It could be about government, society, your community, fuel prices, insecurity, unemployment, healthcare, power, education, whatever you feel the need to be addressed. To record this video, make sure you are in a quiet place so we can hear you loud and clear. Then post your video on social media with the hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. That is hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. Let your voice be heard. Be bold, be honest, be real. Because on a Voice of the People, everyone is listening. Nigeria is listening, and your voice could be the one that could spark change. Voice of the People. Every voice counts. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
The Minister of Aviation was considering making Comfort an ambassador after she showed remorse. Well, I have been able to provide you aspects of the narrative that are necessary to underscore in order to provide you a kind of comprehension as to the story and maybe the necessary way to approach it comprehensively. 0201 2770 993, 0201 465 7190, and on WhatsApp 08095975805. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
Welcome back, my sister.
Thank you. Welcome.
This
Tell
is
us your name.
Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Good to have.
You see, like I always say as well, after effect. Now, the lawyer or the witness, the passenger who was explaining all these things, if this very comfort, listen to the number one air hostess, who is nice, right? Do you think all this will happen? If she explained this thing to the first air hostess who attend to her, do you think all this thing will happen? Because the minister is quick to tell us that in other clients, when it happens, they make the person an ambassador. Because Nigeria, everything, we want to be selective. If it's another person, lower person, or who is not like the other man said, you don't suck breast, you don't suck my breast or whatever, do you think that person will go scot-free? The other day, somebody in my state offered him a job of 500,000 naira for good behavior. Today, we are blaming the second air hostess. Like I said, after effect, whatever one is doing, we finish Akpabio own, we finish Kwanwa own, we enter this one, then Enugu own is coming. We all are in for it, Joyce. Thank you.
Good afternoon to you. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you?
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Tell me your name. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm Ryan. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Good to have you.
So, like you see, when this particular issue happened, I say I've never been irritated like I've been in the past.
Could you speak up for me? You've never been what, please?
Yeah, I said I've never been so irritated like I've been in a very long time. So, sometimes I feel like Nigerians just get the kind of government you deserve, honestly, because I didn't see any sense in supporting what that girl did on the flight. Can you imagine? So somebody told you to switch off your phone. How hard is that for you?
It does quite appear from even the eyewitness account that she doesn't know how to use the phone.
How possible is that? Okay, you read the statement now that she wrote or she typed herself. So, and she said she couldn't go when the air hostess told her to go to settings and what's it called? She said she couldn't spell general. So you couldn't spell general, and then you typed all these things you just read as an explanation of what happened on the flight. So it didn't even make any sense.
But remember that there's not just her account. There's also other accounts, like people who witnessed the event.
Yeah.
So you think she's not making sense? You also think that witness account doesn't make sense as well?
The witness account is very clear. You get it wasn't in fact trying to you just explain what happened on the flight. But for me,
but the witness account doesn't contradict what she said.
Yes.
So why are you still blaming her?
Because she's at fault. I'm just the same way the air hostess they were at fault, because everybody were just reacting based on the reactions they were getting from each other. That's just it. If I was one of the passengers on the air flight, I would sue Festus Kiamu, sue the what's it called, the airline, and the lady too for him.
So now that she says she's not going to sue, do you understand why she's not suing? Because she said she's been tutored, that she has a blame in this. Do you understand what that means? The language and of course the psychological implications of that.
I don't believe in all that. See, all the things are just afterthought and just mere pity party talk. It does not make any sense to me. Honestly, it doesn't. If I was the one, I would sue them. I would sue her. I would sue all of them.
You sue her?
For criminally conniving to. Yeah, of course. Because why would you want to put everybody's life at your... Okay, just imagine. It's like me now. You call me a radio station and my radio is on. And then you tell me to switch off my radio. And I tell you I don't know how to switch off my radio. And you tell me, okay, go to settings. And I tell you I don't know how to spell settings. Does that even make sense? Does it make sense? It doesn't make any sense. So, and on another radio station, I predicted this thing, that this lady, after this thing happened, because of the outcry of Nigeria, they are going to reward this girl with an ambassadorship position. And it happened 2 days even before my prediction on radio.
All right.
It happened. And the same Nigerians are calling. People are supporting her. Oh, this one, that one. Because she was naked. So if you're naked and then you put people's life at risk, so we should ignore that the fact that you're naked. And then if people die, it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure why you're speaking about the nakedness, and I'm not even sure you fully understand the timeline of the story.
I followed the story even.
So why are you speaking about her nakedness? Are you interested?
I'm not interested. I don't care about that.
Yeah, why are you speaking on it?
Okay, well, maybe because it's just part of what maybe made Nigerians start to feel sympathy for her, because I don't see any sense in that. But like I said, if you listen to it, when the guy talked about going to settings and then go to general, how would you say you don't know how to spell general, and then you're able to type that lengthy message on social media that you just read now? If somebody who doesn't know how to spell general, how did you type that? So is it that you're just being mischievous, or you didn't just accept the fact that you were just being rude or ignorant?
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. I really do appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Godwin from Water.
You have to speak up, Godwin, okay? Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Joyce, to me, I say that there is something they say that a country where the judiciary is not working, the country will be thrown into chaos. This is what we are going to be experiencing, because as long as the court, the judiciary is not working, the chief of judge, she has a lot to do. We are not only going to blame this government for a lot of things. Even the chief judge is going to be blamed for a lot of things. If she will not call the judges, sit them down and tell them that they should leave the politicians and face their work. Because if this thing goes on, whereby when somebody do something bad, instead of to take the case to court, we'll be doing media trial. ministers, aviation minister will come out and begin to bring out judgment as if he's the judge. This will continue to go on. It's not only going to be in the aviation sector. It's going to be in other private sector, which everyone is going to pass through. They should look into it and fix our judiciary so that whereby something happens, they will take it to court, and the court will give a pronounced judgment that anybody is found guilty will be punished, not somebody that will find guilty. Instead of them to punish it, they will be finding a way to celebrate it, and the next thing, social media try and all those stuff. The judiciary have a lot to do. If not, one day somebody will break a law that will make a plane to land from air. This is just the beginning. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Joyce.
Nigeria Info, you're on the sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon, guys.
Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Well, I'm attempting that. Could you speak closer to your mouthpiece just so that there are no interruptions?
Okay, sorry. My point is this. In as much as our leaders, like President, is the one nominating INEC chairman, court justice, this, that, Nigeria will not be okay. We need a system where Nigerians will elect INEC chairman if we want Nigeria to work. Without that, forget it. There must be a compromise. I cannot appoint you just to work for me and you work against me. It's not possible in any way. Me and you know. I will come and put you in my office to be the head, and then you come there to play against me. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the possibility of it. So for this country to work, all of us have to stand out against the presidency, the governor, all these people being nominating all these heads.
How does that affect? What bearing does that have on this aviation saga?
It has.
Yeah.
It has. Even the minister that is the president appointed, let Nigerians be the one appointing everything so that the system will work. All these things is rocking system. That's why everything is going upside down.
So you don't think it's a good idea to make her an ambassador?
No.
Okay.
It's not a good idea. Why must you make her ambassador? What did she do? What did she do that attracts ambassador to this? You know what is ambassador?
Thank you so much.
That's why I'm complaining about the system of Nigeria. It's because the system is not right. That's why everything goes upside down. There is nothing that is done properly. Because somebody went to the airport and misbehaved, something went off and on, and then at the end of they want to compensate her. Even somebody said he should come safe work in Delta State for 500,000. Even she's calling to come to which country, Dubai and all that, because her private part was exposed on the internet.
Thank you for calling. Hello, good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead, please.
This is Emmanuel calling from Ikodu.
Good to have you.
You see, regarding the issue of this bomb, if we are being honest, that.
Sorry, I lost you. WhatsApp caller. Good to have you join the conversation. I'm sorry. Please remember that you have to turn off the volume of your, I'm not sure now, laptop, phone, radio. All right? You done that?
Good afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon to you. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
This is Biodun Badmos.
Welcome. Where are you calling me from?
Surulere.
Okay.
Calling from Surulere.
Okay, pardon me, Biodun, please, it would be good to use the telephone line so that we can make room for our callers outside the country. That's why we have WhatsApp call open.
Okay.
Specifically for, please. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your understanding. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Akibu on the line.
Good to have you.
Yeah, but if we want to discriminate about the appointment of being ambassador, let them start with God. He used Apostle Paul to be the ambassador of the outreacher of God. Apostle Paul killed Stephen along with his follower, and their clothes were kept on his leg. He made an attempt to go and kill the Christian at Damascus. But yet God rescued him and appointed an apostle to go and open his eye. Can you accuse God like that? God said that out of a eater.
Are you saying that? making her a promoter of a social service or making her an ambassador is not a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing now.
Okay.
Everybody is bound to learn. Do you become a broadcaster just one day? She finished primary school. She finished secondary school. Then she can be given give her a chance to learn. Then that will serve as for her to teach others that this is how she become what she is by being humble to say she was sorry.
Okay.
Apostle Paul said that he was sorry, that he never knew that he was fighting against God. So in that manner, God see the brokenheartedness of Apostle Paul. He appointed him an apostle outside the 12 apostles, and he did a great job. So for us to be against someone who the officials see that she has a broken heart and appointed her to use her to correct mistake is not a sin. Therefore, someone to be saying that she opened her breast outside, is it today? Women don't wear. Adam and Eve, was it not leave they wear before God gives them animal skin? So what is peculiar about seeing her breast unintentionally?
I think it's a
She didn't open it intentionally. She was beaten and her clothes were torn. So we were not after the beating and the clothes that was torn, but after her two breasts. So what is wrong with her two breasts? When I have a baby in the vehicle, the baby is crying, all of them be saying, give her breast. I raise my cloth up. Did I give her breast with my cloth on it? They saw, at least the person next to me saw my breast feeding the baby. So what's peculiar about seeing the breast outside? Well, even God said that even though you are clothed from head to toes, that you are naked because you have a bad heart. The devil, you give your body for Satan to occupy. So what is good there? So I think Nigeria should be careful about women's private part and their breasts. Is that why you are created as a man? The purpose of breast or the purpose of sexual organ is to bring forth holy children to the Lord.
Yeah, but
it's not for you to be jubilating with or be boasting about it. You know, you said they put power ambassador. They learn from their mistake. They have a broken heart. A broken heart, God said he will by no means cast away. Okay. They can turn them around to be Christian in that manner. God rescue people in different dimensions.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you very much for calling. I really do appreciate. Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. Welcome. We're pretty much maybe at what may appear to be closure around this Ibom Air saga. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joyce. This is Teddy.
Welcome. It's so good to have you join the conversation. Welcome.
Thank you. So I think we don't need to reward bad behavior. Yes, from what I gather from the different stories, she did something she was not supposed to do. And of course, the situation on the part of the airline could have been handled much more better and legitimately, so to speak. But Nigeria is gradually moving from a nation that doesn't serve consequences for bad behavior to now rewarding bad behavior. It's bad in itself that many people do things and they get away with it without repercussions or consequences, which the politicians leverage on. But now it's just being totally, utterly irrational to the core to now want to reward bad behavior, no matter what. Yes, apologize to her, give her free lifetime flights to anywhere with the airline, and, whatever you can do to appease her. But no, I think Nigerians, have, like we always do, we are abusing the word. We overdo things. You don't know what an ambassador is. Ambassador is an image maker. Ambassador is, do you know what, have you forgotten what it means to be an ambassador?
Yeah, so according to Festus Kayamo, he is saying that this persons would pretty much be on some kind of community service where they would propagate or promote, I guess is going to be on their list of service to country. I'm trying to make sense of his interpretation, why he doesn't call it community service and instead calls them ambassadors of what may appear to be, I'm not too clear on that. So if we, for the sake of conversation, can extend some sensibility to the perspective of Festus Keyamo, he's saying they wanted to make a Kwamwan an ambassador, and then the rethink was, okay, let's also make her an ambassador, given we want to make him an ambassador, and collectively they can both promote, I guess, flying safety, airline safety, good behavior,
So
social, I don't know.
The danger there is just like what happened with the Falcons. Falcons won, you doled out $100,000 each. Everybody started watching to see what will happen when the Tigress, if I'm correct, win the basketball championship, which they did. You give her that same amount of money. So the next female team who wins anything too, everybody's going to expect the same thing. And is the government going to do that? I don't know. So if you somebody unruly behavior is rewarded with ambassadorial positions, it then means that, tomorrow I'm probably going to get on a plane and punch somebody so that I can also get the same thing. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to cry foul, and I'm going to get the whole country to cry foul too. So, call it community service, fine, and let it be spelled out in a way that we see it as being community service. But don't say ambassador and
a clear communication. Okay. So this is not a clear communication in your understanding.
No, it's not at all.
Thank you very much for calling.
It's on wrong side. Yeah.
The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. It's so good to have you join our conversation. What's your name, please? Can you speak up for me? What's your name?
My name is...
All right. I guess you're going to have to make it back. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Auntie Joyce.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Kokwete, calling you from Ikate.
Yeah.
God will bless you in your good work. God will bless you for everything you do. See, this thing that happen, we just see them like physical thing. This thing is a spiritual thing. Let them give the guy a try now. Not be by seeing breast, by seeing anything. You understand? Let them just give her a try. Not be everybody will just come and complain. Even though the day the thing happen, one woman sitting beside me, he said, hey, good for her. Hello, ma.
What's good for her?
Imagine that kind of stuff. He said it's good for her.
What's good for her? Like
he slapped somebody. He said he slapped somebody. But then treat her wrong. Mama, Nigeria will too negative. I born in 1985. I'm not a small boy. I don't gain anything from this government. I swear with my life. So, Mrs. Ajegbe, God will bless her. I like her, the way she approached that word of God. If Nigerians can follow the way of Christ, we will not face these kind of things that we are facing now.
So confusing.
God will bless you. God will bless you, Auntie Joy.
Thank you for calling.
I don't say everybody get their own opinion, but the truth of the matter be said, she no offend any of them. You understand? But anything that happen, if I God want to use that to help her, what else? Nigeria is a jungle.
I don't know what you're saying, but thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma.
Hello, Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Hi, Lady J. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here. What's your name? I'm with you. Tell us your name, please. Go ahead.
I'm Mrs. Oboli, calling from Ikorodu.
Okay.
Well, for me, on this issue, I think I want to start to tell the part of Mr. Femi Falana-san when he said that the aviation sector, by turning this situation around and circumventing justice, has lost its essence in prosecuting any passenger or any aviation offender, because rather than do the needful, they try to circumvent justice. Why am I saying this? When you reward people, I would prefer you say community service than ambassador. Now, somebody behaves unruly or acts in a negative manner, and then you give the person perks and honor. What would you expect?
Okay, so I guess it's a language. I think there's a language obstacle here. I think from what, and I'm not even trying to defend him, because I think this is exactly what people are struggling with. What he means and what he's saying appears to be not exactly what Nigerians are clear on. So he is saying that whatever this is to give them an opportunity to serve, to be representatives of the airline industry and promote good behavior. This is me attempting to interpret what he could be saying. So he's saying that there are no perks here. This is social work, and the title he has for that is an ambassadorship.
Can we give another name to it and not?
Well, here we are, and I also did play a video of a situation that someone is reporting may have also happened that is mimicking what may have happened with Ibom Air, and it looks as though maybe a few rascally minded Nigerians may be taking advantage of the fact that some Nigerians don't obey rules or may appear to be over
and they get away
above
with
the
it.
law, and if they get away with it, well, there is no incentive to be civil.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So in order not to jump on this, you are supposed to act according to the way something comes. Now, this was an offense, clearly. The girl has realized, understandable. But then, going forward, in order to serve as a deterrent to other people, what have you put in place? What sanctions have you put in place?
So wait, if you say this is an offense, do you suppose, pardon me, do you suppose that she is the offender here in this regard?
Well, Lady J, I would say this to the high heavens. Comfort, I won't excuse what she has done, but I believe an action prompted this reaction we got from her. I would not still say because she acted in this manner. See, in school they taught us that customer is king. As long as Comfort was on that Ibom airplane till she gets to her destination and arrives safely, the plane landing safely, she's still the property of Ibom Air. And for her to be treated in that manner and nobody is coming to own up to it to say they are sorry, I think I'm going to give Comfort Emerson a safe landing spot. Why? Because injustice was done to her.
Oh, okay.
Whatever she said, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not saying she acted in the best behavior, but something triggered her. And anybody jumping on this now should realize that if you were given the same opportunity, you would act irrationally. You would act more than what Comfort has done. So we should not come and paint it here and say she behaved in an unruly manner. So because she has behaved in that manner, what she has got is that they deserve justice. Has she gotten justice already? Telling everybody that she wants to lead the fight for God is understandable. She has come to terms with the fact that she can't fight it on her own. Okay, fine. But then, going forward, was she given a level playing field? See, whoever thinks she was given a soft landing spot because she deserves it is living in a fool's paradise. This was done because they wanted to celebrate who their celebrity is. The Kwamwan incident. So Comfort was not given a safe landing space because she was Comfort Emerson. No, this was to parry her because they wanted to favor or curry favor for the first incident, the Kwamwan incident. So Comfort has not gotten justice as far as I'm concerned. It's not my fight anyway. If she says she wants to leave it for God, no problem. But this has not served as a deterrent. In all of these, Comfort is still saying she has not gotten justice. But if she wants to let it go, okay, no problem. Now her business. But going forward, other unruly passengers, aviation passengers, even bus passengers will continue to behave in this manner because aviation sector has lost it by not prosecuting unruly behavior. The lady in question, the air hostess, what will be done to her? Nothing. So what are we even saying here? If things come in this manner, instead of rewarding them with ambassadorship, I still say, Lady J, if I come in and say Ambassador Esther, there will be this standing ovation. Give me another name. Don't give me ambassadorship. This is so wrong.
Thank you very much for calling. I really do appreciate 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. And I think it's also necessary that I help with what may appear to be clarity here, except there are any other rules. Internationally, if you're getting on board a flight, airplane mode is safe enough. So yes, it is safe to use airplane mode during takeoff. Airplane mode disables cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth signals, preventing potential interference with aircraft communication and navigation systems. I'm wondering why, but then again, it's quite intricate, the situation that unraveled with Ibom Air. I guess it's more an approach issue than it is anything else. We'll be right back.
More talk, news and sports after this.
Day 5 of I Beg to Differ, the national finals, is here. It's a triple threat of debate brilliance. 3 high-stakes battles, 6 extraordinary minds, 1 stage, and a shot at national glory. At 3 p.m., Majesty Joseph Ojochegbe takes on Chikwere Masi Ruth in a thought-provoking clash. The Nigerian academic curriculum is adequately preparing students for the future. Is our educational system ready for tomorrow or stuck in the past? At 4 p.m., it's Olajolo Akinloluwa versus Abu Francis Helen Ebo, debating the hard-hitting topic, parents who push their children into sport careers are exploiting them. Is it opportunity or exploitation? And at 5 p.m., the day's grand finale, Amuzie David battles Esther Joseph on the big question, Nigeria's problems are caused more by bad leadership than corruption. Which is the greater enemy, our leaders or the system? 3 debates, 3 winners, and 1 step closer to becoming the I Beg to Differ National Champion. The I Beg to Differ Nationals is proudly supported by Obi Weezy, Ejanla Foods, Christian Schools, Massey Children's Hospital, and the Lekki Conservation Center. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Thank you, WhatsApp caller, for your patience. I do appreciate you calling in. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. You tell us your name and you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, Joyce. My name is Chris.
Welcome. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Accra, Ghana.
From where, please?
Accra, Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Please go ahead.
All right. So, first of all, I saw Comfort's statement this morning, and I think she had done the right thing. After deep reflection, I think she has taken a portion of the blame on herself and have decided not to pursue any further course. She has her rights to pursue courses, and then she's well within her rights to do so. But she has taken the option of not to pursue because she has, on deep reflection, I'm sure she must have taken advice from people and not want to further elongate this and close the chapter and move on. But I think Ibom Air owes her a deep-seated apology. That's number one. And number two, Ibom Air should be ashamed of themselves the way they handle this issue. They should be ashamed of themselves the way they handle this issue. How do you release a statement on Monday morning without first of all, an inquest to know what happened? Now, in customer service, there's what we call standard operating procedures. They would have issued a statement saying, oh, please, we heard of an incident that happened. Okay, Joyce, let me take you back. On Friday, there was a football match, and Semanya, a Ghanaian, complained that he had racist abuse. That same evening, Liverpool issued a statement saying, we are made aware of XYZ incident, and we are cooperating with the police and organizing an internal investigation to know what happened.
That happened? Liverpool issued a statement?
Yes, Liverpool issued a statement. That's what the corporate of
who was the guy? Who was the guy?
A Ghanaian.
A Ghanaian. He plays for Liverpool?
No, he plays for Bournemouth, and he had racist chants towards him in the field. He complained to the referee, and at the end of the match, even while the analysts were still analyzing the match,
Liverpool issued a statement. All right.
Had issued a statement. Said they are going to investigate. Ibom Air didn't do any internal inquest. Listen,
please please just hold on a second. I want to go off on a break. I'm sorry I have to make you wait a little longer, but I'll appreciate it.
Can I have your attention, please?
The news, information, and the right conversation are here on Nigeria Info.
How many this type of wicked attacks has affected in the other part of this country. So that's what deceive ourselves.
I'm not supporting stealing, but these politicians need to be taught a lesson.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 2 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Here are the headlines. This hour, Nigeria's National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has confirmed the arrest of Ansaru terrorist leaders in major counter-terrorism operations, while Lagos motorists should prepare for traffic diversions as repair works begin on the Ogudu-Ifako Bridge. Meanwhile, the Federal Road Safety Corps says it is phasing out booking sheets and fully adopting electronic ticketing in Lagos as the Lagos Task Force seizes 668 commercial motorcycles known as Okadas in a week-long crackdown on banned routes. Nigeria and Brazil are finalizing a deal to establish direct flights between both countries, while former Nigerian High Commissioner to Australia, Ambassador Ayo Olukoni, urges President Tinubu to quickly appoint ambassadors. Former Foreign Minister Professor Bolaji Akinyemi says Nigeria must brace for possible oil price shocks from the Russia-Ukraine war. As Senate President Akpabio arrives Abuja, calling rumors of his hospitalization false. INEX voter registration starts today. Nigeria's National Security Advisor confirms the arrest of terrorist leaders. Nigeria begins deporting foreign nationals convicted of cybercrime, while National Drug Law Enforcement Agency arrests 52-year-old woman and her son in Mushin, Lagos, for storing 298 blocks of cannabis known as Ghanaian Loud. And finally, the Nigerian Communications Commission says over $1 billion in new investments have flowed into the telecom sector this year. That's all for now. It is back to the sunny side with Joyce. You are listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info, and I am Yvonne Alhaifo. Thank you for your time.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every lad and there, we will hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Just for one people, people would not have no money. We're supposed to find it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If you woman, gather and listen to this. This is for you. Whether you're married, single, starting small, or dreaming big, the Women Empowerment and Entrepreneurship Training Program is on. Come and learn from real women doing big things. We'll be talking about topics from savings culture to the importance of good mental health, skill acquisition, self-worth, and of course, this event is going to be moderated by Adako Benjamin. There'll be speakers like Cheche Smith herself, Ukafo Chidema, Obiolama Nadi, who is the CEO of Drive Network, and of course, the group head for Women Banking at Access Bank, Nene Kunle O. Now, the event will be moderated by Adako Benjamin, like I did say that before, better known as Adadum Dum. And of course, the date is August the 30th. The venue, the Father Trout Hall inside St. Michael's Catholic Church in K2. The time is 9 a.m. sharp. Come for a full day of skill training, panel talks, mentorship, networking, everything you need to turn your ideas into income. This event is brought to you by Solutions Healthy Foods, and hosted by Wazobia's own female Alaji Sosorobia. It's proudly sponsored by Access Bank and Innovation Textile, and of course, Yeye Wool. The media partners here are Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info. You don't want to miss this one. For more information or inquiries, call 0708 853 2386. I'll take that once more, 0708 853 2386, or email sosorobia01@gmail.com. That is sosorobia01@gmail.com.
We're back. I have a caller on the line. I want to thank you so much, WhatsApp caller, for your patience. Please, I'd like for you to pick up the conversation where you left off. You were at the...
So,
is the
so
gentleman's name Semenyo?
Yeah.
Semenyo?
Semenyo. He's a Ghanaian, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, he plays for
okay.
Bournemouth.
I just Googled that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead,
so,
please.
For me, I think Ibom Air, like I said, should bury their head in shame. Now, Joyce, they're going to call service recovery or crisis management. Now, obviously, it has gone bad and the videos have come out. Did they do an inquest to identify what happened? Did they say, oh, they are cooperating with the police? They will issue a statement in 24, 48 hours so that they can get an overview. They have the manifest and phone numbers of the people in flight. Is it now Nigerian Info or television stations that will get those people to come and give them an account of what happened? When they have their numbers, when they have their, they can say, okay, when they are rescheduling flights, they will send you a WhatsApp message, they will send you an SMS. But now that there's obviously a crisis in flight, then they cannot now contact one or two people on that manifest to identify what happened, to conduct an inquest. So now, Comfort has done the moral thing, has shamed all of them by deciding not to pursue the further course. They owe her an apology. NCAA owes her an apology. All the cities, all the agencies owe her an apology. Because as a passenger and as a customer, customers are not always right, but customers are things. No matter what, yes, of course, people can say, why don't you walk away when they triggered you? But the moral responsibility of the trained people was to gag her, was to insult her. Then she that is untrained in customer service, in customer management, in crisis management, has now decided to take the moral ground. Who is to be blamed? Ibom Air did not train their staff, or even if they train their staff, and their staff after training could react this way. And then the girl has been thrown overboard, and they just come out to defend their staff. It's embarrassing. In a normal situation, if they have an unruly passenger in flight, Joy, this is what you do. You tell the pilot. The pilot will radio the control tower and tell the control, please, we need the police at the foot of the tarmac. Once the plane lands, the police come in and eject first before any other person the unruly passenger. That's just it. That's what ought to have happened. But what are their standard procedures? How did they manage the crisis? And it's snowballed into the fact that videos are out. Now, let me tell you, I'm in customer service. The first thing we learn in customer service, don't tell an angry customer, calm down. We saw a video, and we used it over our training over the weekend, of somebody telling a Comfort, calm down. And she raised her foot on the person. You don't tell a customer that is obviously angry, calm down. Who does that?
A customer who feels violated.
They owe her an apology for whatever she reacted. She's just an untrained person. Now, the people that are so trained to handle these things didn't act well. Is it she now that will now act well?
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your calling. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Jesse. Good afternoon.
I'm with you. Tell us your name. Go ahead, please.
Joe Gabriel calling from Lekki.
Yeah.
Just I've never been this sad in my entire life. I've been seeing videos, but this one, oh my God. Jesse, number one, he should sue Abom airline, whatever they call themselves.
She has chosen not to sue them, but she's been, there are considerations to make her an ambassador. So do you think she should accept that?
Oh my goodness.
Good Lord, an
Jesse,
ambassador.
The country that is,
does she have a right to reject community service if it's community service? I'm not sure what this is supposed to imply. It's rather confusing. Yeah, but go ahead.
Jesse, I won't blame her leaving it for God. It's because of the country that we are. If it were a developing nation, will she leave it for God? Because she knows she will get justice. See, Joyce, you see, now let me tell you what happened. What happened is vengeance. That hostess want to revenge. It's just she want to revenge. Switch off your phone or no switch off your phone, and somebody still switch it off for her. So why did you bring that beef? You see, Joyce, the most dangerous women on earth is not the one that has bad character. It's the one that has beef. She brought that. She want to revenge. She brought it all the way from Abuja down to Lagos. That's why she stood on her way. And Comfort was very smart to position that phone to video her. She was telling her she would let her come down. They planned that dragging her down, Joyce. They planned it. You see, oh my goodness, Nigeria. Some Nigerians they planned that dragging her down.
It doesn't look planned. It just looks mismanaged. It doesn't quite look. It's not obvious Joyce, that it was planned.
No, come on, Joyce. When you have revenge inside of you, when you have beef inside of you, that is what will happen now.
Oh, okay. You're speaking to the actions of the air hostess, the way the air hostess behaved.
Oh no, it was totally on course. See, Joyce, I listen to CCOG program. I see men and women, some men and some women justifying the way they drag her, they turn her shirt. Some are saying, did they turn her breast and see her shirt, or they turn her shirt before her breast was revealing? Which
people
one?
Justify that?
Joyce, those people that were calling on CCOG show now, go and look at their children. Go and look at how they behave. Go to churches and they will go and sit down in front of church and go and check their character. You know, Nigeria, they are quick to judge. They are quick to we overdo. We overdo is our problem. Too low. Just not even overdo. Too low is our problem. Too low. We know we are the one that know that you shouldn't wear you should have wear bra to that place. Is she naked? Is she not wearing? Even Joyce, if you see what she was wearing, was very okay. She wasn't naked. They are the one that tore her shirt. If they did not turn her shirt, people see her breast. Will they see it? Why are we justifying? Somebody is saying that we should follow the way of Jesus Christ. No nation follow the way of Jesus Christ.
Should she accept her ambassadorial? Should she accept this ambassadorial role where she'll have the responsibility? She'll have the responsibility to. Okay, go ahead.
We know this country, that ambassadorial, they want to use it to cover the justice they would have given her. We know all these things now. We are not fools now. See, Joyce, let me tell you, you see, I don't know, Joyce, do you know why we have weak men? Because why we have weak men is still the same thing that make this country where it is today. Because we have weak men. Look how they are supporting injustice. For me, my opinion, that hostess was very, very wrong because she wants to revenge. She just wants to revenge by all means. What do you expect? Women, when they say women don't support women, are you surprised, Joyce? I saw women calling on CCOG show, justifying this. Is that what you are saying?
I guess that's the show they can call on. Thank you so much.
Come on. Oh, anytime I look at a Nigerian man, Joyce, I don't see hope. I'm telling you the truth. I don't see hope. Well, Sheriff was very intelligent, asking Okujimi this or that question. That very morning, why do we have weak men? You see the same weak men that we are here today. Let all the people calling, some of the people calling on Nigeria Ifo now, give them this position, one position or the other. You see how we behave. What are we saying? I beg you.
Thank you.
Forget all this hypocrisy we are doing every time. Comfort should sue them. Joyce, please join this fight. Let CCOG join. Let Mr. Bodi join. She must sue them. She must sue them. That disgrace was too much, Joyce. I've never seen that kind of humiliation in my life before. Come on. Come on. I love what Festus Keyamo said, Joyce. He said all of them should return to training. If it's just a country that work, Joyce, all of them will have been sacked. Sack all of them. All the men that are calling, they know that in football, it's not the reaction that they punish.
Thank you.
How did they say? It's not the one that commits the offense that they punish. It's the one that retaliates. Some Nigerian men that work football, they know now. So why are they blaming Comfort and saying, that woman just want to revenge? That's all. God bless you, Joyce. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, if a system that has a higher authority doesn't give her justice and it breaks her spirit, she may not find the wheel. She may have it, but it may not be solid enough for her to press on. And from her write-up, I can only imagine all the mouths in her ears pushing her in directions, and all of which would include something like live it for God, live it for God. I mean, the same thing you do to people you victimize and violate. When they want to react, then you use the God factor to suppress their rage, their anger, so you kill them twice. If she is broken in her spirit, it may be difficult for her to truly. And I think that's pretty much why this write-up of hers emerged. I was expecting it from her lawyers, but I don't know who she has in her corner. It does quite appear that maybe everybody in her corner decides to just let it go. Welcome to the show. The question of why do we have weak men? Should we bring that to the Lords of Logic? I kind of like it. Hello, Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, welcome. Tell us your name, go ahead.
Madam Lucky, I'm calling from the
Good to have you.
Yes, so please, my own is very brief. You see, what the lady has chosen, I think I like that. She should just accept the political solution and move on. Because you see Yaya Bello is working fully on the street today because the case is in court. Now he's there. Yaya Bello will spend 10 years and he's a free man. So if this guy was to be in abroad, like US in the Western country, I would say he should pursue because within 1 month or 2 months, the guy will get justice. But in Nigeria here, the lawyers, the big lawyers, they will use it now to make money from NGOs within themselves. At the end of the day, the guy will do it. So you just leave it and let's go.
I mean, I don't know whether she has an option to accept or reject the ambassadorial role. What do you have to say about that? Should she accept it? No,
about that one, if they could not apologize to her, he should leave everything for them because that involved they disappointed me. Like what that man said, there is nothing wrong in any policeman going up there to escort this girl down quietly. We should not, but why should they drag her like a goat like that out of the place? If they will not apologize to her, they should leave it because at the end of the day, those will become a stigma upon her. Imagine going for a marriage tomorrow, and then one person in the community will bring out the phone and then the thing pop on social media and say, is it not the girl we are going for the marriage? So it's bad now. I think they should apologize to that girl. Thank you very much.
All right, 99. Lord calls. Okay, someone has sent me a video. You will hear when someone told her to calm down. Okay, so I can't quite play it right now. Just a moment. Hello, Nigeria Info. How are you?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Moses calling from Lekki.
Welcome.
Now, one thing I'll say is this first. You can't give somebody ambassador. You don't reward bad behavior with anything good. And apart from that, I'm coming. We keep talking about justice. What is justice? If they offend me and I go and report and I fight that justice should be given. But anything that make me fight back, I've justified myself because I fight for my justice. When we are proving something, when we are saying, no, she's not being just, she's not, assuming she fought them, yes, after she came down, went to the office and dragged it with them, yes, everybody will expect justice. She is not of a good behavior. They are not of a good behavior.
Yeah, but there was a video. Did you see the video where she was being prevented from disembarking?
Whether being provoked or not being provoked is not an excuse for bad behavior.
Did you hear anything I said? Did you see a video where she was being prevented by the air hostess from getting off the plane?
See, being prevented from getting off the plane, the best thing she will have done is to wait and see what they want to do. And there she will have presented her own case too. You don't have to fight. Not that they are kidnapping her. It's a flight, everybody knows.
All right.
Not that it's in a corner that anybody's kidnapping her. So there's no justice for what he has done. Nigerians are just hypocritical, extremely hypocritical. Majority of the people calling in, men, women, hypocritical.
What exactly makes
Justify
them
what one
hypocrites?
person
Is
do,
it possible
and
you
you believe the other person is doing wrong?
Okay, wait, but what makes them hypocritical? What do you
All
suppose?
because what makes them hypocritical is that both parties are totally wrong. Nobody is justified. Yes, people provoked her. She's not supposed to go that way. People will push you. Must you chuck your hand in the fire because they are pushing you? Must you do wrong?
So you then make a case for her accepting the ambassadorial
She can
role.
sue them. It's good. She sued them. They sue her. Everybody sue each other.
Do you suppose that she has to take this ambassadorial?
Nobody is supposed to give anybody ambassador.
Are
No
you listening
ambassador.
to me?
They are not supposed to give her.
Why?
Not even the other one. They are not supposed to give her. You don't reward bad behavior with one chieftaincy. That's why every bad thing in this country is being given a name.
All right.
There's no more stealing, it's Yahoo. There's no more prostitution, it's Suko. Thank you.
I'm trying to be all things to all men. Hey, welcome.
Yo, this is love. Good afternoon.
Welcome. Good afternoon to you. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
VI Bonnie Camp.
Okay. What's your name?
Kel.
Welcome, Kel.
I think the last caller just basically just said everything.
Okay.
Honestly, Nigerians are very, very hypocritical. So so we've heard from the airline, we heard from Festus Kiamo. What about the air hostess? Nobody suddenly cares about them. Oh, they are the aggressors, and one person is the victim. This selective bias of Nigerians would not take us anywhere, honestly.
Do you think it's selective bias if you have heard accounts, if you have watched the video? Did you hear witness accounts? Excuse me. Did you listen to witness accounts?
I watched that video more than 100 times.
Yeah, but did you hear witness accounts? Accounts of people who have no, accounts of people who have no dog in the fight. Did you hear them?
I've listened to it.
And you still think that they are being hypocritical too?
That's another party trying to justify one person's action, trying to make them look right. That's just it. Because why would you
think every witness account is trying to justify the passenger?
Just please. It is plain English. They all spoken. I watched the video. I listened to everything. When you were even making an example, when you say they were blocking her from leaving the flight, why would anybody block you if you've not done anything wrong? Why would anybody block you from leaving? And if you look at the video where she made it, she made it. You see how suspicious that thing. And Nigerians were not even seeing that part. So imagine now you had an altercation with somebody, and then you now quickly made a video. When you made the video, you were still putting on your white jacket on. So the part where they were dragging you down from the flight, where did your white jacket go off? Who took off your white jacket? If you weren't getting into an altercation with them in the first place. So why is anybody not even seeing that part? So you're just trying to make her, she's the victim. See, yes, she has a right. Sue the airline. Sue anybody you want to sue. The airline also has a right to sue you. And just as somebody said, all the passengers in the flight also has a right to sue her, sue the airline. So people should not come after.
The passengers are not trying to sue anybody. They're only giving account of the story. It doesn't quite appear you have the presence of mind to actually piece the pictures together.
See, I'm just giving an example. If I was one of the passengers on the airline, that's what I would do.
Well, unfortunately, none has come forward, and you're not a passenger, so I'm not sure how much of that counts.
Yeah, well, I can't. That's just the sad part.
Thank you very much for calling. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon to you. You have a minute before I have a commercial break.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you very much. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Yeah, this is Bala calling from Nigeria.
Welcome.
Yeah. My own perspective, I think I want to partially to the line of the last two callers, Moses and the last
Okay, so you have 45 seconds, okay, before I have a commercial break.
Okay. The direct area I'm looking at, both parties are wrong in the first place. Yes, she was being prevented from getting down from the plane, but something has, transpired in the plane, because there was a day Kofi interviewed a particular man, a co-passenger in the plane, and he was explaining how the whole thing transpired when they were asking her to put off her phone and all that. And he said, even abroad, he was supposed to be handcuffed when he was getting down from the plane from that incident because that act that transpired
pardon
inside
me,
the
I'm
tree
off on a
is
break.
like an hijack.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
From fever, any kind pain they bow for Ibuka. That's why I carry up always. Ibuka hammer then I wear. Ibuka they buy me always. Ibuka they for you always. Ibuka they buy me always.
Ibuka will stand gidigba with you always as you dey pursue your dreams to make life better and it go better after 3 days if body no tranga. Go see doctor. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited dem market am. Ibuka always with you.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Tandagdiba with Ibucap.
Day 5 of I Beg to Differ, the national finals, is here. It's a triple threat of debate brilliance. 3 high-stakes battles, 6 extraordinary minds, 1 stage, and a shot at national glory. At 3 p.m., Majesty Joseph Ojochegbe takes on Chikwere Masi Roost in a thought-provoking clash. The Nigerian academic curriculum is adequately preparing students for the future. Is our educational system ready for tomorrow or stuck in the past? At 4 p.m., it's Olajolo Akinloluwa versus Abu Francis Helen Ebo, debating the hard-hitting topic, parents who push their children into sport careers are exploiting them. Is it opportunity or exploitation? And at 5 p.m., the day's grand finale, Amuzie David battles Esther Joseph on the big question, Nigeria's problems are caused more by bad leadership than corruption. Which is the greater enemy, our leaders or the system? 3 debates, 3 winners, and 1 step closer to becoming the I Beg to Differ national champion. The I Beg to Differ Nationals is proudly supported by Obi Weezy, Ejanla Foods, Christian Schools, Massey Children's Hospital, and the Lekki Conservation Center. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
You've tried calling in, you've sent messages, you have had opinion, concerns, brilliant ideas. There's so much you've wanted to say, but time always runs out. The lines are always busy, the show keeps going, and your voice eventually doesn't get heard. But now, that changes. Now you have a chance to speak your truth, to express your views, to raise your voice where it truly matters. Introducing Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is your platform, a space for real Nigerians to say what is on their minds. No interruptions, no time limits on the phone, and of course, you get to have your voice heard. Just you, your voice, your truth. Here's what to do. Record a short video of yourself, just 30 seconds or less, sharing your opinion on any given issue that concerns you. It could be about government, society, your community, fuel prices, insecurity, unemployment, healthcare, power, education, whatever you feel the need to be addressed. To record this video, make sure you are in a quiet place so we can hear you loud and clear. Then post your video on social media with the hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. That is hashtag NigeriaInfoVOTP. Let your voice be heard. Be bold, be honest, be real. Because on a Voice of the People, everyone is listening. Nigeria is listening, and your voice could be the one that could spark change. Voice of the People. Every voice counts. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to your number 1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. Round the clock, we're
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.